Hey YouTube. Today I'll be a second video blog. Today I wanted to go over some of the Xbox Kinect top 5 Kinect games, and I also want to do some PC research, and I also wanted to do an update about the iPhone 4S, and or basically kind of a review. I'll start off with the top 5 best Kinect games. The first number 5 is Kinect Sports Season 2. It's I guess I got it off the PC World. Basically, is uses the controls. I guess I'm not quite sure why it's ranked this. It really won't give you a lot of information, so I'm just going off what they got here. Number 4 is Kinect-to-Moles, which is a very hard to say game. You get it, the TV commercial you've always seen. Actually, I'm quite surprised because I thought this was going to be number 1, but apparently it's not. So, well, that was number 4. It says it's not for everyone, you know, everything, but Child of Eden, which is a game which I've actually never heard of before, so I'm not going to do a lot on there. A game called Gunstringer, I've never heard of it. And then number 1 is Dance Central 2, which I'm actually sort of not surprised considering that's a very popular game. I don't dance, that's just me. I really don't care for dancing games, and anything that involves dancing I usually opt out of that, but anything other than that. The iPhone 4S review I read on PC World was pretty interesting because I thought it was actually going to get slightly better reviews than it did. The 4S were launched last year, and was actually I'm myself sort of disappointed. They really didn't change the design. In fact, there's practically no way to tell the 4S from the 4 other than actually going into the hardware and the software. So I mean, it's very hard to tell everything. But I'm quite surprised. The Siri thing is actually really nice. I've played with the 4S before, and I tried Siri, and it actually worked quite well. I thought it was pretty interesting how you could search the internet by finding out, let's say, who assassinated JFK. It would, just an example, it would bring up some articles on the internet. It would also do some downloaded stuff on your phone. It was pretty cool. The data thing usage was pretty interesting too, because I was actually quite surprised. If you got an iPhone and you can get Sprint in your area, that's probably the best carrier to go with, because they're really the only out of the 3 companies based in North America you can get in the United States. It's really the only one that actually has truly unlimited data, because both Verizon and AT&T have both opted out of unlimited data for your iPhone, which really put a hurt on their business. Verizon now reverts back to gigabytes of data, or megabytes if you will. AT&T does the same thing. And both my parents have iPhones through Verizon, but they're grandfathered in, so they get unlimited data when they had it. So definitely very lucky, because Verizon's got probably some of the best coverage in the country. But Sprint really just beats out if you really want for iPhone, because they do offer truly unlimited data, as the commercial says, and that's very true. They're one of the only ones to do that. Another development, I just want to kind of give a tip up for the DSi. Some DS games are coming up. The DS Lite has dropped in price from $130 to $100, which I'm sure everybody knows about that by now. It's not really much of a development, but just wanted to throw that out there. Prices for the DSi is expected to drop supposedly sometime this year again. They're supposed to drop, but they're not going to drop the DS Lite prices and everything. There's also development for the 3DS. I finally got some more information on the CirclePad Pro attachment grip for your 3DS. I found out it was exclusively through GameStop, so there's nowhere else to get it in terms of a store area. So no, I mean, unless you want to do an online service or something like that, you can do that. But it's available exclusively through GameStop, and there's a game, I think Resident Evil is the one that it exclusively comes with. It's bundled with. I found out the third shoulder button is actually basically, since it extends out, and you won't be able to use your, since it extends out from the right side of the system, with how it's facing you, like this, it would be pointing out like that. And the shoulder button, you won't be able to access, so there's the shoulder button extends out, and then there's another button over top of it. So it's quite interesting about that, and it's for $20, and it's supposed to release February 7th, so keep an eye out for that. Also, development for the PlayStation Vita is supposed to launch in the 22nd, so I hope they do that. There's not much other than that. I'll come up with a third video or sometime other than that, and I hope to see you again then time.